Yes.
Hill.
Yes.
Dollenbach.
Yes.
Grover.
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
Okay. Approval of the agenda?
So moved.
Second?
Motion by Hill, second by Lennius. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Is there any public comment? Oh, okay. Well, she's up for my next thing anyhow, so. All right. Donna, you want to come on up, please?
Just hand out some of this
Yeah.
information so you guys can follow along.
Did you get one?
Is that mic working at all? We tried it?
No. I got two here.
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
I got one.
I get two now.
I've never seen these.
Did we figure out if it was working yet?
Speak loud and ours will pick you up.
Okay.
Lose something there, Doug?
No, we still checking the mic at the podium.
It's making a goofy noise now.
No.
You just have to speak up.
Yeah.
That's not a problem.
We're still having trouble with that mic at the podium, so you just have to speak loud enough so that hopefully people out in the audience can hear you. Does yelling count? Go ahead.
I'm just here to represent the Buchanan County Volunteer Co-op. We are the county's local child abuse prevention council, and April is Prevent Child Abuse Month. We are looking at reframing it so it doesn't sound so harsh. And we've come up with a theme for April called Champions for Children. You will see a variety of paperwork in the packets that I gave you guys, which is including the mayor proclamation that Bonnie's gonna read here shortly. I just wanted to make sure you all had a copy of that. One of our agency brochures, in case you're not aware of what we do. We are celebrating our 30th anniversary, so we've been around for quite a while. And then some of the events and activities that we have planned in the community. We just wanted to make the awareness known, and if anybody would like to participate in any of the activities that are listed in there, along with a copy of our current board of directors.
Did anybody have any questions for Donna? Otherwise, I'm going to be reading the proclamation.
I have just a couple that I'd like. Do you have any good news about what the director wants?
Yes, she was our director, our board director from the time that the programming began, is Brenda Risbet. And she will be spending the end of April in New Orleans. She got a great big honor to be our state representative. She was nominated by somebody at Prevent Child Abuse Iowa as basically somebody that dedicated a lot of time to the safety of children.
Is that feedback coming back at you louder than us? No?
Just step away.
Okay, that's fine. That's great. So she's going to a convention then in New Orleans with their.
Honor, yep. It's a very high honor.
Yep. It actually was a break-off of interagency council. They started
Yes.
volunteer co-op. And I was on one of the original boards. And Brenda does a fantastic job, and so does all her employees.
And our board, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
I don't think most of us probably hear a whole lot about this. Is it, like, how many kids or how much, how many kids do you impact during a year, or?
We impact probably about, just alone with the home visitation program, about 55 families. But we have a variety of different programming that we offer. We work with 7th graders in the schools, talking to them about ways to manage pressures, such as avoiding alcohol, tobacco, drugs, having sex. We also provide free group parenting classes out at Kidsville, which is going on right now for 6 weeks. We have a crisis child care program, which is child care that's available at anybody in the county. If there's a crisis situation like a medical issue, I do believe the police departments had to call us because a mom or a dad had to get arrested or something happened, and we're able to provide care for them kids. But yeah, we wear a lot of different hats.
Good.
Mexico and a lady from Indiana came to do the review. And one of the compliments they gave to the group was they had never seen a group involve fathers before, or had fathers become involved, and they were very, very impressed with our group that they were getting fathers involved in the process.
How long have you been with them, Donna? Have you worked there?
Since 99.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what?
What's the signal he's making?
Nothing, it's not my mic.
I think I lost control. Okay, anything else? Okay, then I'm going to proceed to read the proclamation for Champions for Children Child Abuse Prevention Month proclamation. Whereas our children are our most precious resource and provide hope for a brighter tomorrow. Whereas protecting our children is everyone's business and we can better promote and support safe, healthy families by partnering. Whereas child abuse is a community problem and finding solutions depends on involvement among people throughout the community. Whereas effective child abuse prevention programs succeed because of partnerships created among social service agencies, schools, religious organizations, law enforcement agencies, and the business community. Whereas all citizens should become more aware of child abuse and the importance of prevention within the community, and become involved in supporting parents to raise their children in a safe, nurturing home and community. Now therefore, I, Bonita Davis, Mayor, do hereby proclaim April 2014 as Child Abuse Prevention Month in Independence, Iowa, and urge all citizens, community agencies, religious organizations, medical facilities, and business to partner to prevent child abuse and neglect, thereby strengthening the community in which we live and ensuring a brighter future. Can I officially sign it tonight? Is this what I can sign?
You can wait till you go to, if she's not attending an event.
Yes,
Do you want to wait,
can do
you
it
want me to
from-
wait and sign it then? Because you're going to do
Sure,
pictures
that's
then?
fine,
Okay.
whatever works, and I wanted to thank you guys for allowing me the time to speak and for being champion for our children here in Buchanan County. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have accept and approve the consent agenda that approves the following. The minutes of the March 10th, 2014 regular meeting. Pat's Tavern Class C liquor license including outdoor service and Sunday sales, April 15th, 2014 through April 14th, 2015. Independence Volunteer Fire Department financial statements for the month of February. The City of Independence financial statements for the month of February. And the Independence Volunteer Fire Department's Articles of Incorporation. Motion to accept?
Make a motion.
Motion by Dallenbach,
Second it.
second by Brown. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Approval of the bills.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Holland, second by Grover. Look at my cheat sheet. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Next, we have petitions from the public, and first up is John Evers, American Family Insurance, ICAP.
Evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I had forwarded the 2014 renewal that should have been in your package for the weekend for any review. Everything appears to be in pretty good order with one exception. I think it's time to take another look at the what now is the River's Edge building, which was former Fairway building. We have $660,000 of coverage on that, and with the additions that we have, 636,000, excuse me, and with the additions that you've done on that, I think it's time to reevaluate that building a little bit. I have been given from your Park and Rec Director, Bobby, an outline of what he has invested, which I've already approved in some fashion. And you'll notice at the top, when it talks about general construction, you might want to consider taking your building and putting that portion of that on the building section, and then the personal property section with all the rest of the batting cages, golf simulators, and what have you. So that's just my suggestion for you to consider. Now would probably be the time to do it, being you're right at the snow period.
So what are you recommending, that we raise it to another 363,000?
Roughly, yeah. If we had to put that building back, I mean, you've already spent that much in addition to what it would take based on square foot. I would suggest you raise the building amount to that.
What's the cost to raise it to 360?
I didn't do any calculations on it. I didn't know how much you wanted to go up on that. But I will tell you, as of now, that building ran roughly $1,100 a year, as is.
So, are you saying that all of a sudden now it's worth $1 million, it's gonna cost $1 million to just replace it?
What'd you have
If
it
we
valued
have-
at right now?
636.
That's without all the stuff they did to it.
Yeah, that's
It's just for the
That's
bare
just
bones,
the
bare
building.
bones building?
Before all the stuff that Bob added into it, or the city added into it. So it's gone up another 663,000.
So it's doubled.
You know, half.
what?
Well,
It would-
a
It's
third,
already at
it's gone up basically a third.
Half the-
Right.
30%, 35%, but it just seems, if we put 283,000 more, I don't know if I exactly understand if it's something more complicated than just adding two numbers together, you know what I mean? I don't know that because we put that into it, that it automatically is now $1 million.
Well, it's a 20,000 square foot building.
That's what I think we should understand, is a little bit more
Right.
on what we got and kind of,
Right, so you're looking at a 20,000 square foot building, Mike, and at that point where you have put additional funds into that with structure, roofing, heating, air conditioning, flooring, the construction alone, the back room, that's a
Yeah,
whole different
yeah, it is,
animal where
it
the
is.
police department was.
yeah, it
You
is.
know, so when you start adding all that together, I mean, the last thing you can do what you want. The last
No,
thing I want you to be short.
I just want to understand that, and you said it's, how much did you say it was? It's $1,100 for what we have now? So we could probably think that it might be 400 or 500 more, something like that. So it's, I mean, it's not like it's not like it's
Not
huge.
gonna break anything.
Right.
Are we, does our property, is it an overall, all of the city's properties are pooled, or is it each individual entity that's covered under property?
Each individual entity is covered under property, Bob, but the premium is pooled with all the other entities.
Okay, so I'm understanding here, if we have 636,000 and that building blows down in a tornado or something, that's all we can get on that building. We can't pull from
No.
the 40 million that you've got listed
No.
here. Okay,
Each building stands on its own.
okay.
So and you'll give us a quote on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do we need to do anything, Bonnie, or was this just a informational thing from
Well,
John?
No, it was a motion to adopt a resolution approving the renewal of the general liability, property, and a casualty insurance to be effective April 1st, 2014 through March 31st, 2015.
I have one question here before I make an amendment. Have included in this is the volunteer insurance in this?
Your volunteer coverage, Bob, goes under your work comp. Okay, so remember when we talked about that
Mhm.
whole deal last
Sure.
fall? Volunteer coverage is, it's $100 a year for up to the first 10 volunteers. That's a work comp issue,
Mhm.
not a liability issue. The liability for work comp is an automatic. You just get that under the ICAP program, all right? But for a volunteer to be covered for medical purposes only, that's a work comp issue.
Okay.
And that renews in July.
Okay, and then we are going to put that in?
Yes, that's what you
Okay.
approved last fall.
Okay. Reason I asked that is I noticed Cedar Falls, is it Cedar Falls? I'm pretty sure they had volunteers out helping the street department people put, filling some of the,
Yeah, potholes.
potholes. And I didn't know if, with that coverage, would that cover people that would be out maybe helping?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. The volunteer thing it's real broad. It doesn't matter whether they're watering flower pots, helping mow grass, filling potholes. It really doesn't matter what they're doing. Volunteer's a volunteer. You just gotta understand on that volunteer, when I say med pay only, that if they're doing this on their spare time and they have a full-time job and they can't do their full-time job, IMWCA is not gonna cover the lost wages. If they're gonna cover their injuries, break your foot, rehab, all that's gonna be taken care of.
Now, if they were injured to the point they couldn't work anymore, it's not going to cover that either.
No,
Okay.
it's designed for volunteer purposes only.
I'd make the motion to make an amendment to the property insurance to add the recommended dollar value for River's Edge.
Okay.
Is that
I
clear?
second it.
Okay.
There's Mudberg.
Motion by Hill, second by Vaughn. Does everybody understand exactly what they are voting on here as far as they're voting for renewal of our policy with the addition of coverage for the River's Edge?
At this point, just the addition, and then we'll have to vote again for acceptance.
You don't want to just put that as part of your
Figured out,
renewal?
won't you, Bob?
Think
We don't
that's your
have-
renewal?
We really don't have a figure today.
I'm just saying, I don't think we're voting on the whole renewal, are we, at this time, Carter?
Yeah, you just amended it.
It was set for the agenda for voting on the renewal.
Yeah, so you're just
Okay.
making an amendment to
Yeah.
the
Okay.
resolution of
We
approving
can
of.
get you an exact figure on the addition on that, Bob, if you wanna just, if there's a confusion on the additional cost, I can give Barb that information on the additional cost, and you can approve that next time. The renewal's 4/1, that way you have it as is.
I think we should renew it for what it is, but I do think we ought to at least see the numbers. I mean, we all trust you, John, but it
I don't know,
just-
he's my neighbor.
I think,
Wait a minute.
I think we should, I just think it's good business to see the numbers.
That's fine, that's fine.
Okay.
Get that.
The only thing is something should happen between now and the time that we join again, and then the River Edge wouldn't be part of the renewal and coverage from the city.
You'd have 638,000.
You'd have what we have already, you
Yeah.
just wouldn't add this extra
You're
that
not-
we put
you're
into
Okay.
it.
not going backwards.
Right.
Yeah, I know that we have everything else covered by renewing it, but the other would not even be covered until we have do an amendment or a second. Okay.
Do you think this would exceed $500 adding? Can I just add in there not to exceed $500?
Okay.
And then we can approve it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't land right on 500 either, John.
Conveniently.
$4.99 is good.
$4.99.95. Yeah, wait, he's got more to go. But we
Okay.
do have a motion
I
and a
agree with
second on the floor, with my understanding that it is a resolution approving the renewal of the general liability, property, and casualty insurance effective April 1st, 2014 through March 31st, 2015, with the amended to add coverage not to exceed $500 for coverage of River Edge. Does that sound about right? Does that sound good for
Got it.
yours? You agree with that, Danny? Is
Yep,
a second?
100%.
Okay, any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, the same? Roll call, all, would you like to give me a roll call?
Vote twice on it?
Holland?
Does that mean it's 1,000?
Yes.
Yeah.
Menace?
Yes.
Vaughn?
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Dallenbach,
Yes.
Grover.
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
Motion carried. Now would you like to give us the good news?
Yeah, I will. Just a little bit on what transpired here. Last year, you bought a new sweeper, we increased coverage. Park and Rec got a new pickup. So, I mean, there's a few things that we did add in from last year. But you got a discount this year, and ICAP gives a discount in two different ways. One is a year-to-year based on the pool's reserve. If the pool has enough reserve where the board of directors feel it's sufficient enough, they return money back to the members. That's where you fell in this year. The second allowable reserve is if you, after you've been with the pool for a period of 6 years, you automatically get a discount. You get a return premium. And that goes up a little bit each year. And so like the county, for example, they received a very nice discount from the year prior. So this year, your allowable renewal, it's probably mailed out either today or tomorrow, which Barb will receive, was $1,892. So Mike, you're concerned about the addition on the River's Edge. I just took care of that.
And we appreciate it, John. But it's really two different things, so. But I appreciate that.
So anyway, you have that you're going to be getting out. If Barb chooses to make the renewal payment here this week and doesn't have that voucher, that $1,809.09 can just be deducted off of it. Okay. And then when you do get that, which you will, just sign and send back. When you got the renewal saying or not. Okay. Next month, I understand you're getting a new truck, fire truck.
Yes.
$360,000 fire truck.
Yes.
Are we gonna be getting rid of anything, or are we gonna just add to the inventory?
Adding to inventory, aren't we, Doug?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I will let you know what transpires on that.
Here comes bad news, right?
All that money we just got back?
Well, we got out, we got rid of a truck last year, didn't we, Doug?
You weren't paying insurance on
We weren't
it.
paying insurance on that one, though? Okay, all right.
Wait a minute, maybe you were. No,
But
I
that's,
don't believe, that truck you were not paying insurance on.
Okay.
Because it has changed since then, Carter.
Okay.
that's probably under our vehicle
Yes.
insurance. It's not under this particular policy.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it?
It's
Okay.
all encompasses the
Okay.
same thing, Bonnie.
Okay. Okay. So that's something we're gonna need to look at once we receive the vehicle and start using it. You're gonna start pushing numbers.
Well, I'll do what you tell me.
Well,
Okay.
don't you just need to know what we're paying for it, the value?
360,000, I got told.
Okay, so, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, that'll do it, fire truck, 360,000.
Equipped, it'll probably be
How are we gonna recap?
closer to 400. Maybe a little over that, 410 probably.
Just nice guys.
Because we're gonna be adding equipment to it once you receive it, right?
Same for our house, it's for them.
That clarify it all?
Pardon?
That clarify it all?
Yes.
Any more money you wanna give us?
Not as of right now.
Okay.
One more bit of good news, though, getting back to that work comp, which, Bob, you had a question on work comp a little bit there anyway. Your mod factor went down again, meaning that's a good thing. I thought it might come up tonight just because I just anticipated it, I guess. But your mod factor is going from a .93 to a .87. So, I mean, is it gonna mean you're gonna get another 13% discount on your work comp? Theoretically, if all the numbers stayed the same, you would. You know, but we all know wages increase, cost of living, what have you. The bottom line is, when you keep that mod factor down to where you got it, that's very good. That's very good. Because I remember a day, this city was like 1.10, 1.15. That, you don't wanna go there again.
And that's because employees and stuff are more conscious on safety,
Yes.
things to that degree, and all the training that we're doing, and the safety committee organized, and all those are good things that go that way. Good.
The Ask a Nurse is a very useful tool when somebody gets hurt, you know, we call one nurse, that deals with that immediately. So it's not an ongoing thing for 2, 3, 4 days and things get bigger, fester, and worse. So that all helps save a long run.
Big thank you to our staff, employees for doing that. Other questions? Okay.
And I'll stick around, I see there's another issue on there, might be some questions come up.
One question, I know our work comp is renewing in July, but do we have any kind of a dividend program on our work comp?
There's a breakdown of discounts on that, Bob, and you will see that at renewal, where IMWCA will discount the premium, and then your mod factor kicks in, so it kinda gives you about 3 steps on there. It's not a dividend return thing.
Okay.
Work comp doesn't have that, like ICAP does. So it's more of a discount on premium as opposed to a check in the mail.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Number 2, Richard Kettleson with Northeast Iowa RCD presentation. Did we find something he can use? Okay.
I do have a little bit of talking I can do. We'll be starting in 4 minutes. My name is Richard Kittleson, by the way. I'm with Northeast Iowa Resource Conservation Development. We're up in Postville, and we work in 7 counties here in Northeast Iowa, including Buchanan. RC&D's been in the area since 1986, I believe. I've been with them since 2004.
Give it a shot.
Yep, thank you. Now, a little quick review of my education and